Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to go over a simple, affordable skincare routine for if you're new to skincare and you want to put together your first skincare routine, or maybe you're already using tons of products and your skin is kind of freaking out and you want to go back to basics. This routine would be really great for you. It's very affordable, few steps. So there's some affordable products mixed into that, one or two that are a little bit less affordable, but the whole routine itself is very affordable and very simple to keep track of. I do have a kind of combination skin type, especially now that it's summertime. My skin can lean a little bit more oily, but these products are going to be best for that skin type. If you're, acne prone, my skin is definitely very, very sensitive and prone to acne very easily. If I'm touching my face a lot because of stress, or if I don't take my makeup off one night, I will wake up with a new set of pimples on my face. So that is my life. I had been on Accutane about 5 years ago. I'm going to do a separate video dedicated to my Accutane experience, so keep an eye out for that as well. But this is going to be just a nice basic skincare routine. I will sometimes test new products and incorporate other products into my routine, but this is tried and true. This I know I can always fall back on if needed. And I will be linking all of the products down below in the description with the prices, as well as links to a common nationwide retailer that you can find them if I can find it. We are going to take it from the top and do our morning routine first and then go into the nighttime. So first things first, most mornings I start off with the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. Back when I was in the beginning of my struggle with acne and I went to a dermatologist regularly, this is what they recommended to me and gave to me, and it's always been there for me. It's very awesome. It's non-foaming, very gentle, so even if you are more dry, this product would work for you and not dry your skin out. But I really like it as a gentle cleanser in the morning for when my face is not that dirty and I'm not really needing too much of a harsh cleanse. This is perfect, but I still in the mornings want to do something to my skin, right? Something else you could do instead of this is maybe just go over your face with the Bioderma cleansing water, the micellar water. That's another great step you could do in the morning time. Something I do in the morning time if I'm not using that gentle skin cleanser, maybe every third day or so, I will instead use, and you can see I've gone through quite a bit of this, I will go in with this Cerave Renewing SA Cleanser. SA standing for salicylic acid. And salicylic acid, from my understanding of it, and I'm not an expert, but it is able to get into the pore and kind of exfoliate the pore pretty much like from the inside out. So really great for clearing up your skin. If you're feeling breakouts coming on, you can go in with something like this. And about a year ago, I was watching Dr. Dre's channel here on YouTube. I think her name is Dr. Dre. It's Dr. D-R-A-Y. So not the mix master, but the dermatologist. And she said that she recommends this product because salicylic acid really only needs a minimal contact time, short contact with the skin to work. So it's great in a cleanser format like this and doesn't necessarily need to be a topical that's staying on the skin all day long, which is awesome. So every few days I throw this on, when I see it and I think of it. When I do use this, I kind of massage it on and leave it on for pretty much the length of the shower. But that's about it. It's pretty low maintenance other than that. Okay, so we've gotten through the cleansing step of our morning routine. On to moisturizing. That is the very next thing I do. No serums, no eye creams, no nothing. Straight into moisturizer. And this is the Cerave Facial Moisturizing Lotion. This is the ultra lightweight formula and it's the PM formula. PM because there is no SPF in this one. There is an AM version of this, but I have a separate SPF that I like that I'll tell you about. But this is awesome. It's super lightweight, Great for combination or oily skin types. If you are drier, you would certainly need a heavier formula than this, but this does the trick for me. And another tip that I learned from Dr. Dre's channel is to apply moisturizer to your skin when it's still slightly damp, not, you know, bone dry, because moisturizer is supposed to lock in existing moisture. You're not just supposed to apply it onto bone dry skin. So since doing that, I've really experienced some great effects with moisture retention in my skin as well. So this is another basic drugstore product found at the drugstore. So I will link everything below in the description, as well as like estimated prices if I can find them. But this is generally pretty affordable. I'd say about $10 at the drugstore. Okay, so one more product I apply in the morning right after my moisturizer if I'm ready to go right out, or maybe I'm applying this later if I'm going out later on in the day. But this is the sunscreen product that I choose, and it's the EltaMD UV Clear Broad Spectrum 46, and it's for skin types of acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. So all very sensitive skin types. I consider acne-prone skin to be sensitive since it's very, you know, inflamed and prone to that inflammation. So you can kind of think about it that way. But this is the very first sunscreen that's ever actually worked for me. Previously, everything else I tried, would fail me and break me out, and I was pretty afraid, honestly, of using sunscreen. Luckily, I was never like a sun worshiper, so I didn't experience too much damage. But this is awesome. But this is one of the more pricier products on the list. I think this is over $40. It's been a little bit since I purchased it, but I think it's worth it. You know, as someone who has really tough, sensitive skin to work with, finding something that works for you, I think is totally worth it. So I will link it below from one of the more popular retailers you can get it from. I think I did buy this from a med spa, so not very common, but I'll find it on one of the more common websites, maybe Derm Store if I can find it there. Okay, so let's say it is the evening and I'm ready to take off maybe the makeup I was wearing that day, or maybe it was a no makeup day. I pretty much do the same thing every day. So this will be a little controversial. I do double cleanse with the daily facial cleanser from Cetaphil. I do not use, you know, a micellar water or an oil cleanser or anything like that most of the time. This kind of does the trick for me, removing facial makeup. Eye makeup is another story. If it's mascara, I will need to use an eye makeup remover, but for the most part, this gets off my facial makeup, and I basically just go on the first time with it onto my dry face and go in with a wet, damp washcloth and just kind of buff away the product. And at that point, honestly, my skin is pretty clean. But then I do go in a second time with it, just with my hands and some water to, you know, foam it up at that point. Just a little bit, it's not too much, don't worry. But that kind of gets the rest of the dirt off my face, and my skin is very, very clean and clear at that point. This formula says it's for normal to oily skin, so there's a little bit of a gentle foaming action to it, but not too much at all, really. It's not like some of the other drugstore cleansers that you'll find. Again, this is, you know, clinically proven and dermatologist recommended, all of that good stuff. So you'll see this in dermatologist's office as well. Okay, so if I'm not using the other product I'm going to talk to you about in the evening, I will just be going back in with that moisturizer that I had discussed earlier, the PM Facial Moisturizing Ultra Lightweight Lotion. Going in, again, using the technique of applying it onto slightly damp skin to get the maximal moisturizing effect. However, just about every third night, hopefully every other night if I remember, I'm not so great about it, but definitely every third night I'm applying Tretinoin, which is Retin A, and I use about a pea-sized amount of this, you know, consult with your dermatologist or your skincare provider who's administering the cream to you. But this is a fairly low concentration. It's a 0.025%, which is definitely on the lower end of concentration. I will be using this one up and most likely going up to the 0.5% when I'm done with this. But this has been awesome for keeping my skin clear. You'll see, you know, tons of before and afters if you Google, you know, Retin A or Tretinoin before and afters. You'll see the skin just gets insanely clear after just a couple of weeks of time for the most part. Back when I was deciding between going on Accutane or doing Retin A, I did choose to go on Accutane, but I'm so happy now that in kind of my post Accutane routine, I've implemented Retin A and I've definitely seen a huge difference. So I've just got this compounded formula provided to me by my med spa, but you can get this prescribed to you from, you know, dermatologist's office, med spas, pretty much anywhere. So I won't be able to link this specific product to you, but I can definitely recommend Tretinoin for, you know, congested, problematic, or acne-prone skin types. Okay, so that is the routine in its entirety. It was pretty simple, right? Not too many products, but I really hope, you know, if you were looking for just a really basic skincare routine that's super effective, it's gonna do what it says it's gonna do. I hope you were able to pick up some tips and insights and product recommendations. If you use any of the products that I talked about, or if you try any of the products that I talked about, please, please, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.